Yeah, Mike, you're there, mate. Do you want to tick in? We'll get going. Right, Nana, hit start for us, please. Yeah, let's just go. Graham, if you wanted the alpha, you can change your mind. For next round if you want, yeah. I can't get out of the pits. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. We've had 3 or 4 join, who's not in our Discord, who's in our URL, have all gone BMW. So if you want to switch to the alpha next round, mate, do it. Just put the same livery on or something, or very similar livery, because obviously with Mark streaming it.
Thank you.
Why does this car feel completely different now compared to it was when I was practicing in lobby settings? Yeah, that explains it. So Graham, you went with the wide body, didn't you, and the full body kit and everything else, yeah? How the hell have you got 100 horsepower more than what I've got then? You got one of those special cheat... Yeah. Weight reduction stage 3. I'll send you the I'll put up the full tuning sheets of all 3 cars, I think, on the chat, because the idea was, yeah, all 3 cars should be almost identical. Yeah. Right. You two keep fighting, go on. How are you finding the suspension settings? Did you go with the full customizer or did you go to the sports? Yeah, this is really twitchy. This is not as planted as it was. Oh, fucking on the grass. I know, because... Yeah, I know, this was on rails when I was testing it. If this doesn't work, these 2 races will all just go in the same car, I think. That's a nightmare. How the hell? I didn't go to a corner any differently than I did before, and it ended up in the fucking wall. It might even be we'll try race 1. If it doesn't work, we'll just bin it off till next week and make sure everyone's in the right car. I streamed this when I was dicking about on the car, testing a couple of tracks, and I literally had it on rails. I could drift it out corners and everything. I could really push it to its limit and just beyond, and hold the slides and that. But now it's just like understeering like a bitch.
You ever thought of wind direction?
Well, Graham has got his fan on. Are you finding things like chicane down the bottom of the track, you're having to tiptoe through it where before you were flat out?
No.
Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. I know what you mean. That's because you got 100 horsepower more than you should have. Right. So you didn't go for the racing clutch, you didn't go for the... Right, that might be why your power's so high then, because your PP is going to reduce yourself if you put racing parts on it. I thought... So maybe I need to specify in the future, this is the parts list you need to put on the cars, because I did this in the past, I got moaned at saying, oh, why do we have to put that on? Because it's a fucking race car, that's why. Well, I've got everything on this, besides Ultimate and Extreme. Yeah. Well, standard, the Alpha's 500 horses. I think I'm about 350-ish. I don't know what it is on the actual limit, you know, the power restricted thingy, but... Right, so I need to do a build list then, because... Well, the best I'd done around here was a 39.2. fucking binned it. That's fast then as well. Straight away I think, look, this isn't working.
What makes you think that?
Well, yeah, I thought you'd like that. Dan saying that he couldn't join the chat. I'm not being funny, but as long as he can join the lobby, he never joins the chat anyway. Alright, just start it when you're ready, please. We'll see how this one goes. If it doesn't work, we'll bin race 2 off and just redo the settings for next week. Then possibly we'll run this as a trial race to see how it works between the two different cars. Because the specs I put out, every single car was within like 2 or 3 horsepower of each other. You can't have one car at 1 horsepower, another car at 100 horsepower more, because it just doesn't work.
It's not just that, it's driver skill as well, Chris.
Oh yeah, I know it's driver skill as well, mate. I know that.
Oz is A+, I'm only AS, but...
Oh yeah, I know that, mate. I know, I appreciate that. The idea is it's meant to be very, very similar machinery, and they're not, so... We'll just have to... We'll just see how it goes. If it stays close and stuff like that, and if it's enjoyable, then we'll keep it as it is.
I only got that time because I'm good in this car.
Of course, you're gonna go play to your strengths, aren't you?
But still, the fact that I'm surprised I was a second quicker though.
Still can't believe someone's left because he couldn't use a fucking safety car when I told him not to beforehand.
Is that the person who was in the police car?
Yeah. Can I use this? No. Why? It's a safety car. It's an M4, it's the same spec. It doesn't matter, it's a safety car. Use the road car version, please. So he turns up in the safety car. It's one of those things that you just think, read the fucking rules, you know what I mean?
I don't know about everyone else in here, but I haven't got a wide body on.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who doesn't, apart from the Oz, are we the only ones who don't use wide bodies?
We can't put it on the Alpha. You know, there are other times I was thinking of just binning the server off and merging with somebody else.
What do you mean, bin the server off?
As in, suspend the server, tell everyone to go join Racing Rivals or URL or whatever, and I'll just put the ideas into that instead.
It'd probably be best if you do. But if you join another club, I advise you to do URL, because you know hoppers, don't you?
I've known hoppers for years, mate.
Yeah, he races URL, doesn't he?
Yes, I believe. I'll have a chat with Mark and see what he thinks, and with Hoppers and Alex as well.
You know Slowpoke as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
Slowpoke will tell you all the details about URL. About how. I don't know about this club, but for new people and URL, we've got a whole like a file that you have to read about all the rules.
Yeah, about driving etiquette and stuff like that. And
yeah, and there's a registration form you have to fill out. And I believe we've got a website as well.
Yeah, I'll have to look at the Discord and see how it works compared to, because on mine I've put a whole guide though of of tuning tips, driving strategies, and different ways to corner and brake it and all that. I've separated it all out. Absolute basic beginner's guide, so anyone of any ability can go on and think, okay, I've picked something up there, I'll try that.
Yeah,
it takes a lot of time, mate.
We have nearly 100 drivers racing every Sunday.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if I come in with my ideas of this sort of thing, would it be welcomed?
Well, considering we do road car racing on Wednesdays sometimes during the week, Saturdays and Sundays is usually Group 3s or Group 4s, but weekdays we do road cars and different cars like Group 1s, Group 2s.
Yeah.
Because not everyone's online during the week, so Group 3s and 4s are the most popular, so we save that for the weekend, but the rest of all the other cars we do during the week, so...
Yeah.
So that would fall perfectly in line, that would...
Yeah. Don't know, I might have a chat with, Mark and Alex. You know how frustrating it is sometimes of putting these series out. You spend all this time researching and developing and testing and everything else, and then sometimes nobody bothers turning up. I'm like, oh, why did I bother?
Yeah.
It's really frustrating.
Yeah, no, because we got nearly 1,000 people.
Yeah.
I mean, and everyone helps everyone.
Yeah.
Like the A+ people will help.
Which is how it should be. It's a proper community.
People.
It's how it should be, isn't it? I've run a touring car season in the past where I had 2 lobbies, right? Like they had a tier 1 and tier 2, and the fastest drivers were put with the slowest driver in tier 2, and that was your team to balance it all out. And the idea was...
That's how it is. It's like that, and regardless of your pace, you start in the lowest league, and then you work your way up.
Yeah, you work your way up, proper promotion and relegation and stuff, yeah.
But even if you are an A+ driver against...
you're going
to have to start in the bottom league.
Yeah. The problem I've got is I don't have a lot of time with the shifts I work and stuff like that and other things going on. And I'm trying to run this server as well, and, it's just like... not enough hours in the day sometimes, right?
Oh, yeah, we've got people who are only part-time. Like, there's a couple of fellows who can only race during the week. So...
Yeah.
They don't do weekend racing, they only race during the week.
Well, I normally do a Monday night, and then I have for 8 weeks, and then I've got 5 or 6 weeks off because of my work, because the shifts I'm on, and then I do another 8-week series. So it's a bit it's almost as if I'm asking another server to go by my timetable, which isn't very fair, really.
Yeah, but saying at the moment we don't do any racing on Monday.
Okay.
So if you were part of it,
that would work.
You could host your own series under URL.
Okay, it's worth a thought.
You could host this, as this could be another series being done in URL.
Yeah, and then
you can be the host. You'd be the host of it because this would be yours.
Yeah, and almost guaranteed a full grid each time as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that'd be and well, not just a full grid. You might well get multiple lobbies.
Yeah. And then you've got
to find someone else to host as well.
Yeah, but then you've got the option of teammates and everything else, haven't you, when the numbers are there?
Yeah.
It's a thought, mate. It's a real thought. Well, you built it. Don't bitch at me. You built it.
Those of you using the Beamer, are you short shifting it?
Don't give him tricks. Shut up. I'm beating him at the moment.
It's called helping.
Yeah, you got to short shift the beamer a little bit.
A little bit. You got to short shift it even less than you do the Group 4 one.
Do me a favour, when he's a lap down on me, then give him the tips. I don't mean one you used to roll either. Oh. Well, I didn't spin it. I lost it. I didn't spin it, but I did lose it. So what do you think, Graham? What you've been within this server with me for a couple of years, though, isn't it? What do you think about potentially merging with another one to get greater numbers and stuff? Because you know how frustrated I get. Yeah. So if we say, for example, take this to say URL, for example, or I know Racing Rivals are there as well, and you know, we work together. Do you think it? Because you know how much effort, you know how much work I put into this, and how much I actually have to do myself. Do you think it'd be a good idea? Well, it would. It really would, mate. It really would. So.
Do you have someone who does all points? Do you have someone who does all points and stewarding?
Yeah, me.
Oh, you do it all on your own.
I do the friggin' lot, mate.
Oh yeah, because we've got a fella who is a security guard, but when he's at work, he does all the points tables.
Right.
On his laptop at work.
Yeah, because it's boring being a security guard, so it's probably the right thing for him.
So, and we've got a group of about 7 or 8 anonymous people who steward all the leagues. So there's about 7 or 8 people in the whole club who I don't know who they are.
Well, the rule.
As well, so yeah, it's not all one person doing it.
The rule.
People have got multiple things.
Yeah, the rule I tried to introduce is that the lobby host ends up being the steward, and if they need a hand, they can then contact me, just to relieve that bit of pressure, you know.
Yeah, so we've got the people. It's just random people, so it's not biased then.
But also, if I'm involved in an incident and I'm the host, I can't steward it because I can give myself an unfair advantage, can't I?
Yeah, I mean, and then if steward has an incident in their lobby, they're not allowed to.
Yeah, you know, that's what I'm saying.
Not even if it's not involving them, if it's just involving somebody in their lobby, they're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, because they're
biased.
Yeah, they could be affecting their result as well, couldn't they?
So, yeah, we're incredibly strict on things, and
well, it needs to be, because you get fairer racing then, don't you, when it's strict? I tried what did I try last time, Graham? Was like the Carrera Cup we did, wasn't it? But we had heavy damage on to try and promote cleaner racing, and to be fair, it kind of worked, didn't it? There's still a few incidents, but nothing. I didn't have to look at it.
We only run with light damage, but we're clean enough. We have so few incidents that light damage doesn't do any harm.
Yeah, you'll have a little bit of rubbing, don't you? Because at the end of the day, that's not to some people. It isn't, Anna. Oh, he touched me. Yeah, right. Yeah, oh, nightmare. Nightmare. But he was quite happy to bully other people, wasn't he? Complete double standards. Yeah. Did you come across Ivan, Nana? Yeah, I'm going to go with no then, because you'd know otherwise. Yeah, he caused hell. The number of messages I got from Chris about him, he caused absolute hell. because he was getting complaints right, left and centre. Because he'll sit behind you, instead of going for an overtake, he'll just constantly go tap, 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 tap on your rear bumper, forces you into a mistake and go, oh, I'll go, and then leaves you for dead. Just make a clean pass. You know, he's meant to be a professional racing driver, and yet he's doing... Yeah, you know, and then he sees his arse, I'm going to give him a penalty or disqualify him from a race. Well, he doesn't learn from the mistakes, does he? I used to race in Formula Fords, I had a contract with Force India, I'm the best person ever. I did say to him once, where's your violin? Oh, I take no shit, mate. I really take no shit. It's like... I think... One thing I generally said to him was, okay, great, lovely, good for you. At the end of the day, you still took somebody out. Here's your 10-second penalty. And then he went on this tirade of abuse then because he didn't get his own way. Oh, massive. He was definite world champion that night. Right, so if we all run the Vipers, the Alphas, and to the same spec I've got for this, the idea of this is meant to be nice close racing to the 3 different cars, and I've just waved, everyone else just waved me goodbye, I think. Graham, are you still 6th? That'll do. I'll take that. Looking for them goats. Where's that nitro button? That's what I wanted to test with this. Allowing nitro. Allow nitro, but only have it set so high that it only lasts for like 2 laps. Well, touring cars use boost, why can't I? Right, so maybe I need to put the spec sheets out for these cars and say, right, tune it to this, these are the parts. I tried a power and weight and it just didn't work because the PPs were all over the place. Thing is, if we did this again and I put a power restriction of it of 350 horsepower, you'd all have to go rebuild your cars, wouldn't you? Oh, that's close enough. Yeah, it's a nightmare, that corner, and I just coast over it. How's it looking up the front then? Are you all like close? How...
Well, it's 4 seconds between me and Oz. It's 4.5 between me and however you pronounce his name behind me.
Right. Yeah, Jake Hale is quick. Graham, have we had you on the? We haven't had you on the SimStar time trial yet, have we? Oh, okay. It's alright, nobody else has. They just got in the car and went until... Oh. Yeah, and then Ozzy decided he was going to use the car with a body kit on him, so I disqualified him.
I don't think he actually knew that you weren't allowed to use a body kit.
Yeah, that's alright, mate. Oh, life always comes first, you know that. Some room. Yeah, good lord. I did the attic, didn't I? Yeah.
Can't.
Well, my optimal is a 39.8, which isn't too shabby, I don't think.
I'm taking a... I'm assuming the only person who's going to be anywhere near mine will be Oz. Because my optimal to 37.4.
So, I'm in two minds with this server now, Graham, really, because obviously I've reinvented it a couple of times because of people being dickheads and everything else. Do I just persevere, or do I just not throw in the towel, but just like take the ideas and the drivers to a different server? What about... True, it's true. I mean, the server will still be there. It's just it just goes dormant, doesn't it? Yeah, you got a point. Yeah. No, it's a good way to look at it. Well, I was 0.016 of a second slower that lap than I was my previous lap, so consistent at least. Other than giving your car 100 horsepower more than it should have. Yeah. Do us a favour when you go off again. Got no brakes. You got bottle caps as brake pads. Do us a favour next time you go off. Look in your boot and see if you can find yourself a violin. Honestly, mate, try this Alpha with the setup I've got on here. It is really good fun to drive. It's I've got this set up so it's a little unstable, so I can power out of a corner and drift it a little bit if I have to. You know, just beyond the limit, but not quite, if you know what I mean. Controllable beyond the limit, if that makes sense. Well, it might be one makers an Alpha next week. That's what I mean, as a one make it will be, won't it? But yeah, if you just make it an Alpha series, then... Well, you can use the GR4 one if you want, but it's about 2 seconds a lap slower than the road car. Yeah. At the same spec, the GR4s are slower than road cars. But the road cars eat the tyres. I'm catching Mike. I tell you what, Mike's had a month off, and he's bloody quick. Oh, hang on. Correct that. Blue flags. I'm thinking of finally catching somebody. Well, I am, yeah, to lap them. Unimog. Just to give you an idea, this is what a touring car should look like. I don't know, you've got far more power in that than I have, because you've just left me for dead on this street. Yeah, so you got too much weight and too much power. And he's driving as if he's pissed. Well, it worked, didn't it? It worked. He hit the marbles and went, and off he went. Well, the fact I just lapped you, mate, I don't think you're going to catch me. I see you're not going to catch me. I've got, like, no fuel. I've got, like, 0.3 of a lap of fuel left.
You got 0.3 of a lap of fuel left?
0.2.
That Alpha must be shit on fuel then, because this Beamer, I've still got 7.5 laps left.
Well, I've been ripping the bollocks off it, haven't I? It's the gearing as well. I've got really short gearing, so the revs are really high all the time. So, bear in mind, I've designed this series around the Alpha's consumption. So, if you're in the Crown and you run out with 2 laps to go, well, that's your bad, innit? Not mine. No one what? No. Don't know why, it's a great little car. Not when you set it up right, it's not. How can they be too heavy when they all should be 1240 kilo?
Back in a minute.
Right, so what was the difference then? Let's have a look. It just says 1 lap, 1 lap, 1 lap. That doesn't help at all, does it? So I don't know whether that worked or not. It would have worked if everyone had the same spec car. So what do you think? Do we try it again? And then, but... Nano, what do you reckon? Yeah, I like the Alpha, but do you think we should make it a 1 make? Alright, so let's just start the series again from next week. Let's forget Yamagawa, we'll just go on to round 2. And then we can actually look at my rotor, I might be able to do all 8 rounds anyway. Goodwood's a blast in these cars. Tell you what, stick Goodwood on and we'll test it. We might as well, as we're on, we might as well just get some decent feedback from how the cars feel on the tracks. Bear in mind, I've only really tested the Alpha out here, but I have got all 3 cars done to the spec, so... Right, I've not saved the replay and the setting and the results because, well, if we're all going to go one make, it doesn't really work, does it? Might start at Goodwood and move this track to the last round, if that makes sense. Just shuffle it round a bit.
Bother doing a second race.
Well, the list is on Discord, mate.
Yeah, I don't use Discord, and Oz doesn't use Discord, and well, a lot of us don't in URL don't use Discord.
Yeah, well, we're just going to test it around Goodwood because I don't think the format works. So we just all need to be in the same car, I think. If we're all...
What one? If it's the Alpha, then I don't have it.
Yeah, well, I was going to say then, if we're all going to be in the same car, I'll specify we're all in sports suspension, we all use a close ratio high gearbox, so that there's no tuning needed.
Oh well.
Reduce your power then. This is a bit like Goodwood's a bit like Thruxton, isn't it? Really.
I can tell you one thing. I don't have an Alpha.
No, don't worry about it. Use it for next week. I'll put a spec sheet out. I'll put how I built.
Not for this race. For next week, I mean.
It'll still roughly be the same, Danny, but what we're going to do is we're going to just put sports suspension on and a close ratio high gearbox because it eliminates the need to tune the cars. It's more of a GR4 sort of setup.
Be happening next week though, will it?
This will be next week now. I'm just testing. I'll put a spec sheet out for everyone. Right, do you want to have a quick race round here then? Yeah, if you want. Set it to 10-15 minutes, something like that. We'll have a quick race round here just to test it. And then we can start the series properly next week with everyone's in the same car and the same specs. And then really, it's just driverability then, isn't it? Yeah, but with BOP it makes it on the stock power, which makes it quite slow, or it can do. But the stock power for the Alphas, isn't it about 500 horsepower or something? Yeah, well, I'm off tomorrow, so I can always test it. Well, I'm in the middle of like 6 days off because, well, first holiday I've had all year, so you got a bit of time to yourself, and okay, great. Yeah, all just tick in, then we'll just press start and see what happens. Right, we ready? Right, go on. I keep going to press. Yeah, I keep going to press start race. I keep forgetting I'm not the host this time. It's just it's just force of habit. So do you know why I called it the 6-shooter series? Because all the cars have got 6-cylinder engines, haven't they? I looked at the allow in the Nissan 350Zs as well, but they were coming out like 400 horsepower. Like, no. But then Graham rocks up and it's 500 horsepower M4, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know. I'm expecting these beamers to leave me for dead. Because they're just the extra power, and it's a fast circuit, this, isn't it? Well, yeah. I don't know. I'm in the control tower. I am. The Alpha is a great fun to drive, but it's also you can ruin it very easily as well. I'm gonna put a fake taxi on the side of this car. What do you think I did to mine? Where's my nitro button? Sometimes you just gotta find a gap, haven't you, Mike? Or make one. Race driver excuses coming out now, listen. Yeah, I've got this Alpha feeling like it's on rails again. So with URL side then, if I say this is the car, this is how it should be built, these are the parts you need to buy, do you reckon people will actually follow the instructions? Because in the past they're going, oh, I didn't read that. It's not, well...
Because, chances are, in URL, yes.
Okay.
Most likely, yes.
Okay. And is a week's notice roughly a good amount of notice?
No. needs to be about 2. But there's usually, between seasons, there's usually 2 or 3 weeks, usually.
Alright, well, how would I speak to Alex then? Would I better off going through Discord or through Facebook?
Facebook, or better off going through Facebook via Mark, probably.
Okay.
That's probably the quickest way. Facebook via Mark, and then that way.
I mean, it could just be. It could even be one of those things that we just sync up the calendars.
Is anyone streaming this?
I am.
Alex is watching. Are you listening to me here, Alex?
I don't know if he's actually watching this, but I am. 'Cause I'm on the VR, aren't I? So.
Yeah, I know, but I'm getting messages from.
He's got a camera in your bedroom. That's what it is. He just hasn't told you he's there yet.
He's watching this race that you're doing. So talk to him rather than through Mark.
Alex, if you can hear me, mate.
He's actually sending messages through PlayStation coming up on my screen.
Okay. Alex, if you hear me, mate, send me a message and then we'll. I've got a couple of series I'd like to run in URL if that's okay for you. Be on a Monday night. I believe there's a gap, I don't know, but I'm just getting a bit pissed off of mine, to be honest. We just merge the guys together, can't we? Who's this white beamer coming up to? I'm going to wear. Them beamers really don't handle, do they? Well, this is why you build the car, you see, to the right spec. I thought they'd be rapid around here, these beamers, because they're so powerful, you know? I can teach you how to use the LSD, that's not a problem. Yeah, you just gotta try and get the balance a little bit, that's all it is. What were you saying, Nana? Sorry. Right. This is why I went for the alpha. I thought the crown was decent as well, actually, but.
You say that you're going to drive across the field and then Oz does that.
Oh no! Oh, I thought I was nearly on the grass then. That chicane, I'm well, four-wheel drifting it around there normally. I'm doing 115, so it's not too shabby, I don't think. Just see, getting quicker. Well, there I was thinking I'm catching a BMW. No, it's another Alpha. I'll give you a wave on the way past, Nana.
You got two B. If it's the green BMW, you got two Beamers, me and Oz, first and second. Oh, green Alpha then. It's first and second.
Mike, isn't it green Alpha?